Thanks so much, Johnny. Well, can you feel the excitement? Chiefs Kingdom. We're now 4 days, 9 hours, 27 minutes and counting away from the Chiefs taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Super Bowl 55. Kickoff is at 5:30 Sunday evening. Well, KBC 9 News is watching all the action as we get closer to the big day and hopefully another big win. We have team coverage this morning to keep you updated on all the preparations here at home and down in Tampa. First, let's go to Matt Evans with a look at things on the home front. Hey, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Rob. You know, this is going to be one of the best Super Bowl matchups that we have seen when it comes to the quarterbacks. Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, and Patrick Mahomes, one of the greatest young quarterbacks currently in the NFL, going up against each other on Super Bowl Sunday. So a lot of people across the sports world billing this as one of the greatest quarterback matchups in a Super Bowl of all time. When it comes to Mahomes and Brady, they've met several times, 4 times. They've split the games even at 2-2, including the most recent matchup, a 27-24 Chiefs victory in Tampa in November. But the only time these two have met in the playoffs, Brady and the Patriots beat the Chiefs here at Arrowhead Stadium in the AFC Championship game in 2019 on their way to Brady's 6th Super Bowl ring. Mahomes is only in his 3rd year as a starter. He's already going for his 2nd ring on Sunday. When asked yesterday about chasing Brady's legacy, Mahomes said all he's worried about right now is helping the Chiefs run it back and win back-to-back Super Bowls.
For me, I'm trying to find a way to repeat, find a way to win a 2nd championship, and find a way to do whatever I can to win with this team. You don't get these opportunities every single year in the NFL to be in the Super Bowl and to be in these games. And so you don't want to look back and have regrets about how you played and how you went about the week of preparing to go out there and play your best football.
Mahomes also gave us an update yesterday about his turf toe injury. He suffered that during the divisional round win against the Browns. Of course, that was overshadowed by Mahomes being in concussion protocol that week. He played through the turf toe injury against the Bills in the AFC Championship game. You wouldn't know it because he played so well, but he still was dealing with some discomfort in the toe during that game. He said yesterday that toe is almost back to 100%. It should be back to 100% by game time on Sunday. Now, of course, that's important because Mahomes could be forced to scramble more often this coming Sunday because of the loss of left tackle Eric Fisher. He went down with that Achilles injury back against the Bills in that championship game here at Arrowhead Stadium. We're live at Arrowhead this morning. Matt Evans, KBC 9 News.
All right, thanks so much, Matt. And ahead of the game, new official attendance numbers are out for the Super Bowl in Tampa. 3,000 more fans will be left inside, bringing the total to 25,000. Of those fans, 7,500 will be vaccinated healthcare workers. The NFL is also providing PPE kits to everyone when they arrive at the stadium. They include a mask, hand sanitizer, and wipes, as well as earplugs, just in case Tampa fans aren't ready for the world's loudest fans from Kansas City, of course. And those PPE kits won't be the only safety steps Chiefs fans will notice when they arrive in Tampa. KBC 9's Donna Pittman is live from home to shed some light on some other restrictions in place for the big game. Hey, Donna, good morning.
Hi, Rob. Good morning to you. A year ago, I was in Miami for the Super Bowl, and it was just a sea of red, Chiefs red, to be clear. People all over the place the week leading up to Super Bowl Sunday, and of course that day and the following tired morning. But obviously, this is going to be much different in Tampa this year because of the pandemic and social distancing. The NFL and the city of Tampa doing everything they can to keep everyone as safe as they can from getting COVID-19. Now, the biggest difference that you'll see, Tampa now has an outdoor mask mandate in place. That's in addition to indoors. So that means that even along the city's Riverwalk and downtown, people will need to be masked up.
We anticipate that there will be large crowds of fans that will not be able to socially distance.
The Super Bowl experience is also a big part of the festivities where fans can experience different parts of the NFL, play interactive games. Now that's still happening, but there will be strict mask rules there as well. They will also be limiting entry if the crowd in any of those venues gets a little bit too big. So again, all of this to keep people as safe as possible. And Tampa's mayor does warn that they will be taking that outdoor mask rule very seriously. So they say you should as well if you plan to head back to Tampa. So Rob, a lot of differences between last year and this one. I'm hoping for one thing to be the same on Sunday.
Definitely. We all are. Absolutely, Donna. Bringing home the Lombardi Trophy. Chiefs Kingdom, by the way, stretches far and wide worldwide. But how about here? We are hearing this morning from Chiefs fans who live down there in Florida. One couple sent us this picture of their giant arrowhead creation there in the sand along St. Petersburg Beach. Looks awesome. Well, they moved to Tampa 2 years ago and say they knew before the season started that the Chiefs would be in the Super Bowl. You can look for more stories on Chiefs fans down south later this week. And unfortunately, the Chiefs' return to the big game means plenty of opportunities for scammers with fans as the target. Now, before last year's Super Bowl, the Department of Homeland Security showed some of more than $100 million worth of fake merchandise. To avoid that, Kansas Attorney General Derek Schmidt recommends only buying gear from stores you trust. Also, look out for calls offering to sell you Super Bowl tickets over the phone.
We'll work it, but I don't want to give people false hope. At the end of the day, if your money's gone, it's been wired away, and it's halfway around the world in some bank account, our ability to get it is almost nil.
Last year, Schmidt's office worked with Homeland Security and Topeka Police, cracking down on out-of-state pop-up operators selling fake Chiefs merchandise. In one case, a man from Tennessee was banned from doing business in Kansas. He was also fined $30,000.